Hello guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back on the channel. It's been quite a long while since I've posted any videos, and the reason why is that I've been having some issues with my SLI setup. Now what I've done is simply disable SLI for the moment. I have two 1070s, so the performance of one 1070 is very good on its own, so we're going to use that for now. I'm still getting very smooth performances. Of course, I'm recording 4K, so it might be a bit heavier on the system, but overall, this is where we're at. So, new series. I'm introducing this new series simply because I want to create some sort of a community on the channel. I don't want to do only first looks, reviews, tutorials. I really want to do something fresh, something new, and I'm very well aware that people are not going to, come be crazy at first about this. It's gonna be a new kind of project, but this is it. So the project is called Touring America, and basically it's self-explanatory. We will, in this brand new JustFlight Piper 28R or Piper Arrow, as we more commonly know it. We will tour America, and of course along the way we're gonna, things are gonna change probably, but today our flight will bring us from Sanford Municipal Airport all the way to Nantucket. And yeah, sounds very promising, very nice sceneries along the way, and I truly hope you guys will join me for this flight. Alright guys, let's get started. So as I've just told you, we're gonna be using the Piper Arrow that was just released from JustFlight. I bought it yesterday, so as some of you guys might know, I have my private pilot's license, so it's definitely a plane I could fly. Never flown it, but I've been reading the manual quite a lot. I printed it. It's with me right now, all shiny and printed and nicely labeled. And of course, as you'll see, this aircraft comes with some sort of an integrated checklist, which is really cool, if you ask me. And it looks absolutely wonderful. And you guys will have noticed our registration is Charlie Golf Quebec Yankee India, and we have a Canadian plane with us. So let's, for context, let's just say we're, I'm a Canadian pilot, wanting to tour America, and I'm bringing my Canadian plane with me. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just giving you a quick look around the model. It's absolutely wonderful, and the performances are great. I'm running steady 60 FPS without any problem, and it just looks brilliant. And for this flight, I bought iBlueYonder's, I hope I got that right, but I think it's iBlueYonder Nantucket. So very nice scenery apparently for Nantucket and the surroundings. So we definitely will see how this looks. But yeah, I hope you guys will join me for this series. I hope you will like it, and I hope that, yeah, if you have any questions, comments to improve, just tell me. And I think we should jump right into the cockpit and start our preparation. Alright guys, let's get started. Alright guys, welcome in the cockpit of this very good looking Piper Arrow. So, I've already started the checklist a bit, just to get things started, but we will continue from here on out. Sorry. So baggage door is closed. This was checked from the outside. Flaps and ailerons. I've already checked the flaps. Let's make sure the ailerons are working fine. So full left, full right. This is good visual. And if we check here, full right and full left, looking good. Checked. Wingtips and lights undamaged. This is check. Tie down. Let's remove the parking brake for now. So this will remove the tie downs. Remove fuel tanks. I've checked the levels. Chucks are removed. Tow bar is removed. engine inspection doors closed, so this is all good. I've all checked this. This is the outside checklist, but for the sake of this first video, let's skip that. Next checklist, so brakes. We're gonna set brakes before starting up. Circuit breakers are all in. We can see that right here. So there you go. So they're all in. None of them is popped out. Alternate air is off here, so it's closed like that. Propeller, let's set this full forward, so let's make sure 100%. Avionics off. Fuel selector, we're gonna start on the left. There you go. It's either left or right, there's no both, so we gotta keep that in mind, and this is very important. Next checklist, engine start. Alright, let's do this. Once the engine is started, we're gonna set up our radio navigation and check the weather and take off. So throttle, we're gonna open the throttle halfway in. This is checked. Now the battery can come on, the alternator can come on. Fuel pump on, so fuel pump is right here. There you go. Fuel pump is on. Mixture rich, then idle cutoff. So let's make sure the fuel pressure and fuel flow is good. We can see that. Idle cutoff. This goes back to 0. Propeller area clear. Clear prop. Starter engage. Mixture full rich. Engine started confirm. Alright, let's do this, guys. So, starter. Oh, that's my bad. Well, that's a first fail. Alright. Started engage, mixture full rich. Engine started confirm. Magneto selector both checked. Throttle adjust, we want 104 RPM. So let's lower this down like so. All pressure in the green, checked. Throttle checked. Taxiing, taxi area clear, parking brake release, throttle, brake, steering checked, and we're ready for ground checked afterwards. So let's just set the parking brake again, like that. And we're gonna set up our radios and navigation. Alright, so we're not gonna be using 700 as a transponder, we're gonna be 1200. Let's put the transponder on standby. It's gonna initialize. Alright guys, I'm back. I figured some things out, so let me just tell you. First of all, my mistake, I did not turn on the beacon nor the anti-collision lights, and I've done that now, and the navigation lights as well. So this was my mistake, sorry for that. Now the Garmin, I've set it up. Let's just zoom in a bit. And we're gonna set it up to start with. I'm sorry if you don't hear the sound anymore. I've set up my two VORs, but we're not picking it up just yet. I'm gonna have my gonna set up my GPS to Marconi for now. So let's enter go track 176. So sounds fair. So we're gonna taxi to the active runway. Which is right here. Runway 14. The winds are favoring this runway, by the way. This is why I'm choosing it. And this plane is quite... really wants to go. So we're gonna do the run up right here, like that. Okay. Again, I'm sorry if this is clumsy. First time in this airplane, but I guess we're gonna learn together. So propeller full forward, throttle 2000 RPM. Checking the magnetos. So left, we see the decrease in RPM. Right, another decrease. Good. Vacuum. Suction is good, between 4.8 and 5.1. All temperature check. Right here, all pressure check. Ammeter is also checked. Annunciator panel pressed to test. Good. Propeller exercised and full forward. So we're gonna play with the propeller. There you go. So working good. Alternate air checked. Fuel pump is off. Fuel pressure checked. Throttle retard. Alrighty. Before takeoff checklist. Battery master switch on. Alternator switch on. Flight instrument checked. Fuel pump on the left for now. Fuel pump on. Fuel selector, sorry. Fuel pump on. Engine check. Checks are check. Alternate air closed. Mixture set. Propeller set. Flaps 10. So we're gonna lower the flaps for takeoff. Trim is right here. Should be neutral. Here you go. Set. Controls free. Doors are latched. Checked. Alright, let's close the checklist for now. Get on with our flight. Landing lights on. Approach is clear. And the other side as well. Let's do this, guys. So we're gonna take off 1-4 and fly a heading of. I'm gonna follow the GPS for this one. Alright, lining up. RPM rising, full power. .65, rotate. Right. Positive rate, gear up. We want to climb at 90 knots, so let's try to maintain that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Forgot to put the transponder on. So we are flying towards the sea right now, the coast. And basically this flight, what we will want to do is follow the coast all the way down to Nantucket, which is going to do for a very scenic flight actually. We're looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Guys, welcome back. So we are currently cruising at 5,000 feet, and as you can see we are really going along the coast, and we will try to stay clear of a Portsmouth class Delta airspace, which we should be able to do, but if we are not, it's not so much of a problem. There's no controller at the moment there, so we'll just, you know, normally would just ask it, would just say that we are gonna pass through it. So we have the flight computer opened. As you can see, our fuel flow is currently around 10 gallons per hour, which I set with the mixture control. The propeller is set to 2,200 RPM and throttle control to around 23 manifold pressure, which is a, you know, a standard cruise setting. Alright guys, quick update on our flight. We are currently making our way to Marconi VOR because although we don't need to, I wanted to do it. So we're gonna get back on course to Marconi. So let's head there. The problem is we still gotta stay close to the land, and I'm sure you understand that. So that's the main problem, and Marconi is quite far away, so I think I might need to readjust my shot here and maybe just go to Nantucket to go over Martha's Vineyard and then Nantucket. This might look like the only valid option for me now. I hope you see what I mean. I need to stay above land so I can make it back if ever I need to. This is my main issue. Now we have some pretty strong turbulences, so yeah, I think we're changing the game a bit now. I think we're gonna make our way to Martha's Vineyard, to the VOR. So let's tune that in. It's 11500. So I hope it's gonna get it. So yeah, we descended to 3,000 feet because we had some clouds and the visibility was poor. But so far everything's going pretty well. Currently we just passed Boston airspace, so that's where we are. And let's just make sure we are capturing Martha's Vineyard, just to be sure. So Martha's Vineyard, I don't think it's correct. Is it 114.5? Yes. Okay. So let's there you go. So Martha's Vineyard will be at R12. So no, I don't think so. Oh, that's my bad. Alright, let's do that correctly. So let's head to 188. Straight to Martha's Vineyard. That's my bad again. 188 direct to Martha's Vineyard. Yeah, I think I prefer it like that. As you can see, we have some texture problems here. Some snow and some green areas. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. Alright guys, a quick update on the approach in Nantucket. I've decided to conduct the Tuckernuck visual approach for runway 06 The winds are favoring 0.6. The winds are currently at 0.60 at 11, gusting 1.9. So quite strong winds. We'll have to deal with that, but they are right into the axis, which is good. And we're going to do the Tuckernuck visual runway 6. So basically, we'll try to come in between Tuckernuck Island and Martha's Vineyard, and Nantucket, sorry. And yeah, come in between, and then maintain 3 nautical miles from the coast, and then join the localizer for runway 06. It's a noise sensitive approach, so we try to reduce noise for the inhabitants of Nantucket, and that's why we do this. Alright guys, so as we are nearing Nantucket, we are approximately 33 nautical miles from the VOR. I've decided to proceed direct to Nantucket VOR, and as we're doing the Tuckernuck approach, we're really in a perfect trajectory right now. We're currently at 2,500, experiencing a lot of turbulence. And I had a lot of turbulence at 3,000, at 3,500, 4,000, and up to 5,000. So quite a windy day indeed. And we have quite a lot of wind at Nantucket. Fortunately, it's going to be headwind for now, which is great. So yeah, everything's going well, except it's a bumpy ride today, but nothing I can do about that. And we're heading straight to Nantucket. We're gonna try to stay close to Martha's Vineyard, but just in case we get a failure of some sort, but we hope we won't get any failure at all. Alright guys, I'll catch you when we near Nantucket even more. Alright guys, talk to you soon. Of course we have survival kits inside the aircraft, so I'm not too worried. It's 50 miles off the shore with survival, so we'll be I'm pretty sure we'll be fine for today, and we have a very trusty and very nice Piper Arrow, so all good, all ready to cross the pond, shall I say, and let's do this guys. Alright guys, so Nantucket is now in sight. As we can see, it's my first time at Nantucket, so I'll try my best for the Tuckernuck visual approach. I'm pretty sure this is Muskeget Island. This must be Tuckernuck, and we'll go right through it. So let's set up the localizer, which is 109.1 decimal 1. Alright, and the course will be 061. Just like, oops, sorry. Just like that. Alright, looking good. We are currently 17.5 miles away from the localizer. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is, according to my charts, Muskeget Island, and this must be Tuckernuck, so as we can see, we'll go right through it and try to maintain 3 miles from the coast to avoid too much noise. So as you can see, the propellers are full all the way in. Mixture is back to rich, 100% rich. I will turn on the landing lights, turn on the fuel pump, and let's do the checklist. Approach and landing, we will select the fuel list full tank, fuel pump on, mixture set, propeller full. For the gear will be down under 129 knots, flaps will be set under 103 knots. Alright, we can close this for now. Looking good. So I hope you enjoyed this first episode. I know it's kind of weird, not weird, but I mean, it was kind of wobbly for me at first. I hope you will forgive me. It's the first time I'm doing this, and I hope it's gonna catch on to you guys. And we're gonna explore, and as you can see, I'm using iBlueYonder Nantucket, so I'm pretty sure we'll be greeted with very nice sceneries. I will disengage the autopilot now and start flying by hand. Mixture is rich, 100%, propeller 100%, and let's start descending. Reduce the power. And as you can see, the winds are very nice now, way worse before, which was not very cool. And I feel like, so I have the auto fuel selector turned on, but I think it didn't do its job quite correctly, so we'll have to apply some trim. Which will help us, hopefully, to, you know, fight off the imbalance. So this is definitely something I'm gonna have to check out, but I won't lie to you guys. Here it is. We are a bit unbalanced. It's not too bad, but definitely something we'll want to check when we land, or for our next flights. We don't want to get imbalanced too much in the future. So as you can see, I just used the rudder trim, so we can have easier time maneuvering around. Alright, so we're definitely getting thrown around a bit right now, but it's looking good. As you can see, we're over the first island, and we're doing the visual approach correctly, at least for now. And we'll have to maintain 3 nautical miles from the coast. We have a surf side, we have a pond, and this needs to remain quiet. So currently we'll hold around 1,200. As you can see, beautiful scenery for now, looking good. We'll see how it actually looks. I have no clue. Landing lights are on, fuel pump is on, and flaps are gonna come on eventually once we start approaching. As you can see the airport now, far away in the distance. And we want to have at least a 5 miles final. This is what we need to have. This is what they ask us. So let's maintain 1,200. A 5 mile finals really permits us to adjust correctly, you know, if we are too high, too low. Mostly too high, I think. So I'm gonna try to guess 3 miles. Not quite sure, but we'll do our best. Let's really try to maintain 1,200. And landing is gonna come pretty quickly, so checklist is done, which is good. Start turning inwards. Pretty windy today. Wind is coming from the left now. I've just checked the weather in Nantucket, still 060 at 13 knots. Not gusting anymore, which is good for us. Alright, looking good. Alright, so I'll extend first notch of flaps. As you can see, we can easily see the pappies now. we're gonna wait for the lock to come alive. And we're good. We're 6 miles from the localizer, so everything looks fine for now. I'm gonna have gear down. Currently running 45 FPS, which is good. Happy with that. While recording, so always good. Recording always has a little hit on the system. Flaps 2, 25 degrees. I have the runway in sight. Slowly start turning inwards. As you can see, the localizer is also coming alive. And we'll just land with the PAPIs. So we'll try to land at a speed of 75 knots. And once we'll be established, I'll drop down the last notch of flaps to 40 degrees. So it's looking very good, very stable. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Everything looks good. Propeller 100%. Mixture 100%. Remember, we have 13 knots of wind, mostly headwind, which is good for us. Happy about that. Now we're gonna maintain our altitude since we're a bit high. Too low, sorry. And we are a bit to the left as well, so rudder trim. I'm wondering if the PAPIs actually work. I feel like I have a good glide slope now. Oops. Touchdown was smooth, but nose on the ground was a bit rough. Right. Let's exit right here. I'll try to remove the rudder trim. It's quite annoying. There you go. Little brake. Sorry about that. It's the first time I'm taxiing with this thing. It's quite erratic. Alright, looking great. What a great scenery. Landing lights can come off. And we have vacated the runway. Now we gotta find a parking. Where's the GA parking here? Let me look quickly. Alright, so GA is over there. All right, let's go there. And here we are. How good does that look? Parking brakes on. Propeller full forward. I might have, yeah, I touched it. Sorry, while taxiing I probably touched it. Now shutting down, mixture cut off. Magnetos off. Like that. And shutdown checklist, avionics off. Electrical switches off. All the lights can go off as well. There you go. Everything. Let's just have this like that. Everything is off. Alright guys, so at this point the recording started to be a bit erratic. The audio was not synced anymore with the video, but basically I just told you, I just said thank you for watching, thank you for coming along the ride. I hope you liked it. If you do, just leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new, and tell me what destination you might want for the next flight, or I'll choose myself. Alright guys, take care and see you soon. Sorry, bye bye.